Checked. So in today's video, it'll be really short. It'll just be a quick update and roundup of the official 2.6 Phase 3 announcement from HoYoverse, and therefore version 2.7 delay announcement as well as the compensation that we'll be expected to receive in the game. So yeah, let's get to it. So if you guys have been following the news and the drama and the speculations and rumors within the community, you guys already know what's going on, of course. I also did a summary video of it previously about the version 2.7 delays as well. I think I did a few videos. Yeah, so let's just get to it. So as you can see, if you log into the game today, because this news came out last night, I think around maybe late last night, so not everyone may have seen it yet, especially if they go to work today or whatever, but for me at least. So basically, as we can see now, they've updated the banner. It actually, last night it actually said 240 days left. Now it's just been updated to say before version 2.6 ends, because there is an indefinite end date for this. So what they have done is they have extended Ayaka's banner basically indefinitely. They are not adding any new rerun banners, and there are no new characters coming, but they've created a phase 3 for 2.6, hence extending this current phase of this patch, and therefore it will delay 2.7. 2.7 was supposed to launch next week on May 11th or 12th or 10th, depending on your time zone. So obviously that's going to be pushed forward. We don't know if 2.7 is actually going to be a shorter patch, like only 3 or 4 weeks, or if it's actually going to be still 6 weeks, however, just pushed forward. And therefore, how is that going to affect 2.8 and further patches? I guess they'll just keep pushing everything forward then, perhaps. Because they probably, the developers and the company have already planned out all the content that they wanted to release and the events as well, so not really sure. But anyway, yeah, so as you can see on this banner and the weapon banner are both going to be extended. So my thoughts are about these banners. I already previously talked about them before they were out and also after they were out as well. I am skipping them both. I just want to make that very clear here. I already have all these characters. Those 3 4-star characters, I've previously done reviews for them already, so do check them out. I recently did that Razor video review, so do check that out. I know he's not popular, but you know, it is there. I also did a Lisa review because she's currently in the Paimon shop and I got her to C6, so do check that out as well. And my previous Sayu and Rosaria reviews of them are still valid because I have not changed their builds or updated them further since I last used them. So those videos are still in my playlist, so check that out. And also I did an updated Kamisato Ayaka double crowned review recently as well, so do check that out. That's more updated. Yeah. As for the weapons, so I did talk about the Mistsplitter previously, as well as I also talked about the Unforged. So do check those videos out. They're still valid. I meant those to be legacy weapon comparison videos, so do check them out. But yeah, they're basically Mistsplitter is still a really great sword. It's just that only very few characters can utilize it to its full potential. The Unforged is a universal claymore that could be useful for a lot of characters. We'll just keep it at that. However, it's not like a must-have. Right, so really take your chances here if you're going to pull on this banner. The 4-star weapons I already talked about. They're not good, basically, or they're not worth pulling on this banner for. Okay, and yeah, so basically now we've officially known that there will be no raid-up banner for Jean or Diluc, and there will be no other, banners that are coming for like Xiao or Ito for this current patch 2.6 phase 3. But they probably, likely because Xiao and Ito are going to come for 2.7, so that's why they didn't want to move it around. So also probably because they must have had very limited time to have access to make these emergency like patch update extension because of the situation in Shanghai right now. So they must have had very little access. So they quickly just did what they could have by just doing an extension indefinitely instead. All right. Having said that, so do check that out. But then I will say, then the other thing I want to talk about is that there will be after the recent overflowing mastery event has ended, like the leyline overflow one, it ended, right? So the next event that we'll be getting, at least from me, I don't have it yet in my list, but it will be the Liban Marvelous Merchandise event, which will be coming tomorrow from my server. But some of you in the other servers will have already accessed it already. So that's the next and current event. After that ends, we're going to have another overflowing mastery event, which is the talent book double rate up, or the double talent book domain event that will run from May 22nd to May 29th. Okay. And in addition, we're all going to get the Spices from the West event. That event is coming back. Sorry, so that's actually first. That's going to be May 14th to June 7th. So that has a really long window there, I guess, in to make sure that people can get all the items, I guess. So the Spices from the West is coming back, and then it's going to be the Overflowing Mastery afterward. And that will bring us to basically, it sounds like the end of May and early June. And in addition, it sounds like because they're having the Spices from the West event back, that means that the Serenity Pot maintenance should be ending very soon. So that means that next week, Monday, is usually when they be giving us the 5,000 rum coins. Those coins, we may still get it for next Monday, and then that will be the last time that they're going to give us compensation for the Serenity Pot, which is okay because then it gives us something to look forward to for this new event. And also maybe we can then build our Serenity Pot if we need to as well. So make sure that you guys have strategically been using your coins or saving them up. I have been always buying the unctions and the resin, and then after that I have bought all the blueprints except for the foundational ones and the ceiling ones and the lantern ones, like the ceiling lamp ones. I skip those because I don't think those are part of any blueprint sets. So I just want to save my coins, right? And then afterward, I just buy, for me, I'm buying the Hero's Wits, and the Mora and the Mystic Ores, basically, with whatever coins I have left over. I've also been buying the Spin Crystals, as well. So that's something as well to look forward to, because I've been collecting them. So yeah, there's that. And then lastly, they did also announce today, or earlier today, or last night, depending on your time zone, they also announced that there will be compensation for us due to this delay. So we will be receiving 400 Primo Gems, 1 Fragile Resin, 7 Hero's Wits, 16 Mystic Ores, and 120,000 Mora issued every week, basically from May 11th, so next week, when the actual 2.7 would have launched. So from May 11th, every week on the Wednesday, we will be receiving this package of compensation every Wednesday, until they can get 2.7 up and running. So they don't have an end date here. It just says if the period between 2.7 update and the previous weekly compensation for delayed update is less than a week, then the final weekly compensation will be adjusted. So there is that as well. It just says starting from May 11th, we'll issue compensation to all travelers in-game mail on Wednesday at 4 a.m. server time, and it will be issued on May 11th, the first one. And yeah, that's all. It doesn't say when it will end, okay? We will make announcements as soon as it can be confirmed for more information. So, I mean, my thoughts basically are that the compensation is good. I want to make it clear. Some people are saying that it's too little, but I want to be clear here. I think it's not bad, considering that it's like a package, basically. It's literally similar to the Paimon package that you see in the shop. It's similar, not the same. I'm not going to say that it is the same. It's similar to this package, because you get, well, similar, okay? It's not the best, it's not equivalent, obviously, because you only get 7 Mystic Heroes Wits, and you only get 16 Mystic Ores, so it's less than these for sure. But you do get the 1 Fragile Resin, which arguably in itself is worth a lot. You do get 120,000 Mora, which is more than double of this. So, I mean, you get more Mora, you get way less Mystic Ores, not by a lot really, just like 2/3 of it, and you get a lot less, so basically like less than 1/5 of the Hero's Wits. Arguably, they should have given us like 10 Hero's Wits, in my opinion, or more, or like 15 or something. I don't know. They should have given us more because, that's useful, right? But yeah, so anyway, it's not horrible, but it's I wouldn't say that it's so bad though. Some people are saying that it's really bad. I don't think it's horrible, but it's not like the best. Like 400 Primo Gems a week is not like the best, but it's something because it's like kind of like similar to like completing an event if you think about it. When you complete an event, you usually get like 60 or 70 Primo Gems each day, for example, and then at the end of all the events you should have gotten like between 360 and 420 Primo Gems recently. So them just giving us like 400 Primo Gems every week is pretty good. So those are my thoughts. So again, I will not be pulling on any of these extended banners. I will just be saving all of my Primo Gems and my wishes and my resources. I will be continuing to level up my existing characters and my teams. And I'll be using my wishes and saved up Primo Gems once 2.7 launches, where we can try to get the new characters and the new weapons instead. So stay tuned. So let me know what you guys think about the current situation with HoYoverse for version 2.6 Phase 3, as well as the version 2.7 delay. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that these kind of compensation is good, or what do you think? And again, our hearts and thoughts are still with the people of Shanghai. We need to make sure that they are safe, of course. And again, it was really amazing in a way that they were even able to get access. I don't know how, but get access to even make these extended phase 3 for 2.6 and to make these announcements. I'm assuming what they did was probably they may have worked with their Hoyoverse team in Singapore to get these announcements out, and maybe given access to them so that they can make these updates, right? I know that some other players and community voices have said that they, aside from wishing that there was better compensations and such, some people have also wanted that they created like a rerun banner for existing characters in the game, like maybe not the characters that are up and coming, like not Xiao and Ito and Yoimiya and Kazuha and Klee, like not the ones that are already likely going to come in the next 2 patches, but like existing characters. So other than standard characters like Jean and Diluc, but like other characters that already had a rerun. So when I heard that, I thought right away, well, if they're going to extend 2.6, quote unquote, they could have actually given us Ayato's banner again, technically. Because if they're going to make like Ayaka's banner, like extend it indefinitely, why don't they just add back Ayato's banner from before as well, and just put it back here next to hers, right? Then people have a choice, right? Because technically, then, like, you know what I mean? Because they're both part of 2.6. That's what I thought immediately. Like, they could have just brought back Ayato's banner. But maybe that's just too much extra things, or maybe that will dilute their future sales for Ayato. I understand that too, if you think about it that way. Because if they brought him back right away and then more people have him, then less people will pull for him when he comes on an official rerun later, right? Whereas Ayaka's already on the banner, and technically it's going to dilute her sales too, because I don't think that people are going to continue to pull on her banner now that it's extended. Of course, it will give some people that really want her more of a chance, but I think that more or less in the future, if she gets rerun again, I don't think that she'll be as popular unless it's for newer players, because then she would have been out for the longest time available. Or this is technically equivalent to having another rerun for her back to back. That's all, right? So I don't know how I feel about that, but maybe there is some arguments to be made for the standard characters, but then at the same time, I don't think people were going to pull on the standard banners, to be very honest. Like with the Kaching situation last year, that was one of the lowest sales banners last year, right? That was a filler one, of course. But, so there's all these things. So I don't think that there's any right or wrong decision. Obviously, they made a decision and they had to stick by it, and I'm okay with that. Because, again, the time and the amount of work that they had to quickly get access to quickly make these changes and make these updates and announcements, obviously there's time and planning involved, and they had to obviously weigh their options, and I guess this is probably the easiest way. And at least we're getting our Serenity pot fixed soon, and we will be getting that event coming back. So in a way, that helped them in a way, because they didn't have to push that event to 2.7. So there's that, of course. Of course, it's going to be one of those mini events where there isn't much action or anything happening. So just save your resources. My final thoughts are, this is a really great time to get into the game for any new players or players that are behind or backlogged, or people that have stopped playing the game previously and want to come back to the game before we enter Sumeru in the next few patches. That's what the speculation is. So this is a great time to come back, because there isn't much more to do and you can just catch up. I myself have a lot of catching up to do, but I'm not really sure as well, because my playstyle has shifted really casual. So I don't know that I want to, but I really like the Chasm, just so we're clear, and Enkonomiya. I just haven't finished exploring them all yet. I haven't gotten all the things in there yet, the chests and the collectibles. I also haven't leveled up everything to its final thing, like gotten all the sigils in Enkonomiya or gotten all the Lumen Spar pieces. I haven't finished the last 3 islands of Inazuma. I keep saying that, I know. Of course, I haven't done the Inazuma Serenity pot yet. I have not done the hangout events for Ningguang and Yunjin yet from a few patches ago. So those are still outstanding. But I'm always caught up on story events and limited time events. Those are always done. So, that's that. I don't know. There's lots of stuff that I could do too, but then it goes back to, then there's the other camp of people that might be thinking this is a great time to take a break from this game as well, and that's okay too. And to also just make sure you log in every week or every day or whatever, just to collect your rewards, or every periodically, and I'll keep your account active. And also probably to, if you are taking time away from this game, to go and play other games then. I am actually looking forward to, I was really busy the last few weeks, and also I took some personal time off to not do much recently, and I'm trying to get my other, business up and running. But basically, I want to get back into it and continue playing my other game, Scarlet Nexus. So don't worry, for those of you who are following me on Scarlet Nexus, I do plan to come back and continue that that journey, and I do want to start the other journeys of the other games as well. So those are my final thoughts. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys going to continue, playing and grinding this game casually, and leveling up your characters and building them up in anticipation for 2.7, etc., and saving your wishes, or are you guys going to, stop playing maybe and play something else? And if you are playing something else, let me know what you guys are playing. Yeah. And what do you guys think about the compensation and the situation? Let me know. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.